Hello, welcome back if you're returning. I appreciate you so much. Today we are doing Hoya themed plant care. We're gonna do a couple upsizes, we're gonna propagate some Hoya, and yeah, I'll just walk you through with what we're doing. I'm recently kind of, I don't want to say falling in love with my Hoya again, because I did go through a big thing, as you've heard me say before, where I purged a lot of plants in general, but particularly when I was in like my Hoya era, I was just getting them all, and turns out I didn't love them all. But I'm finding, like, I guess that particular type Hoya that I really love and that I do want more of, and then the Hoya that I've obviously kept, I really do love and enjoy. So yeah, I'm feeling really inspired by Hoya lately. I'd love to know if you experienced something similar, like when you first discovered Hoya, you were getting all of them and then you were just kind of like, wait a minute. Or if the enchantment of Hoya has never gone away for you, like, let me know how you've been feeling about Hoya in particular. I feel like, because I feel like Hoya is one of those where it was just such an easy genus to just want them all without thinking. And yeah, now, or like, you know, I went through like my whole purge, but I don't know, a sparkle is reignited with Hoya, and I'm feeling really inspired these days. So I have like a vision of how I would like to set them up and all of those things. But with that, we are going to tend to some of them that need repotting. We're gonna add some trellis, we're gonna propagate some, and I hope that sounds good to you. Let's get started. I guess I wanna start with an easy peasy one, or what I think is gonna be an easy peasy one, and that is my pink ghost pubicalyx. Pink Nova Ghost. Anyway, I don't know if you remember or if you saw, but I purchased, oh my goodness, this tendril. I purchased this one from Jack's Jungle, which I love, and it's been growing so much for me since I've had it. It's a single vine growth, although it did split up right here, if you can see. So there's two. Oh no, it's broken. I'm gonna have to cut this off. Although it still looks very much alive at the tip. Anyway, so I purchased this one and it's been growing really well. And then in a shipment from Cartel Down, I believe maybe it was late spring this year, I received this one, and I had said, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to pot them up together. Long story short, I do, or I decided I do want to. So I actually just watered this one. I mean, this one's hydrated too, but at least the stratum is dry. But this one is very freshly watered. We'll see how it goes. Oh, this is broken for sure. So yes, I decided I do want to pot them up together. So let's get started with this one. And I think that when I did the grow rack, when I did the grow rack refresh or whatever, this was technically ready to be repotted, but I decided I wasn't sure, you know, what I wanted to do with it yet. So I kept it as is right in here. But now, or at least I think I'm sure, I know what I want to do. I'm going to use this little, I believe it's a 4-inch, 10 centimeters. Yeah, 4-inch. I'm going to use this. We're going to combine both. And I'm going to use Soul Soils, I believe. That's what I prefer to pot up my Hoya in. And then we're going to give it a trellis, because I don't think that this little one is doing much. Drinking electrolytes, which I don't usually like. I just don't like flavored water. I feel like if I'm drinking something other than water, I want coffee, I want matcha, I want a skinny margarita, wine. Like, I don't know, something about flavored stuff is just not my favorite. But anyway, I was feeling really sluggish, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm probably dehydrated. I haven't drank a ton of water. It's super hot today, and I'm only halfway done and already feeling so much more alert. I think I'll start by taking this one out of here. So this has been living in my grow rack this whole time. I didn't bring extra water to like rinse the roots. So hopefully I can just shimmy them off. It honestly doesn't have as many roots as I would have thought, but Hoya roots can be so teeny tiny. So it's not nothing. I'm curious to see what the roots on this more established plant look like. I am breaking my own rules and not getting every single piece of stratum off, mostly because I just don't want to get up right now. But I mean, most of it came off, and I think that hopefully it'll be okay. And if it's not, I'll learn my lesson, right? I also can't find my little sweeper thing, which is annoying. I'm gonna have to just bring all of this out together so I don't break any more of that tendril. I'm thinking I don't want to mess with this at all since it's doing well. I'm just going to keep it. Eek. Okay, here we go. There is that. And then I guess let's place this in here first, and then we will kind of add this one right over here or here. Yeah, they can be friends there. Okay. I noticed Jackie and Brandon from Jack's Jungle, they started offering their mix that they use for Hoyas. So I'm interested to try it. So obviously their Hoyas do so well. I'm mostly just making sure that it's like really nice and packed on the side where I added the propagation, because you know, the other little root ball was all nicely rooted into that mix. Okay, this looks good to me. So I'll water it through. This thing is driving, the tendrils are, actually let's add the trellis first. So I was thinking, I recently took my Hoya Mathilde off the trellis and I completely propagated her. And I was thinking about adding this to this trellis. But maybe, yeah, I think that the moon trellis would do better with some sort of like small round leaf Hoya. So I'm just gonna add this bigger one. So this is what it had and this is what I'm adding. I need more of these trellises actually. So let's make a note to order more. I don't have, I didn't bring any clips, of course. Shocking, right? Well, where's the one I was using? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna try to leave this tendril and see if it comes back to life, because the end of it looks well. Let me bring some more clips and I'll be right back. I'm back with the clips and I found my little sweeper thing, so I'm excited about that because I really like cleaning as I go. I guess I can just attach them both to the same side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I've heard people say like you're supposed to like ravel them counterclockwise, and it's not that I don't believe it. It's that if you're looking at it from the different direction, and doesn't that go in the opposite way? A, and B, like what if you're south of the equator? Do you do it in the opposite? I don't know. It seems a little floofy for like, I don't, it doesn't make sense to me why it would matter, I guess. So I've also never paid attention when I ravel them in what direction I do. I assume that like my instinct is to go clockwise and I haven't had an issue. I don't know. Okay, I think she looks super cute. Now I'm gonna try very gently to just water the side where the propagation went, which actually, yikes. I think it was the side. And just so that, you know, it doesn't dry out, but it's actually really newly hydrated. So it should be fine either way. Okay, but tell me, do you buy into that? Like, ravel, you know, trellising them in a certain direction, or else? I'd love to know. Oh, I love her. I think she looks so cute. What do you think? I guess I could attach this guy maybe too. I kind of like him sticking out a little bit for now though. Once it grows a little bit more, then I can attach him, but I think it looks so cute. Let me... That's good. All right, so all set. Up next, we're gonna repot my lacunosa silver mint coin. She is very thirsty. She is thirsty quite frequently. She doesn't have a ton of roots coming out, but the fact that I can't keep up with her watering, I want to give her just a slightly bigger home, and I also want to give her a much better trellis situation because she's a little messy, and just want to, I don't know, just want to make her look her best because I really do love this plant so much. She's in lechuza pon and I don't have lechuza pon. Actually, I do. I can go grab it, I guess. I'll be right back. Recently, I decided to like move on from some plants or like rearrange them or repot them or what have you. So I have previously used pon that I sterilized, and I do have it that we can use here just to make life easier. So where is the pot that I brought for you? I never brought the pot in. Here it is. We're gonna use one of these. She's also previously used, all washed up and everything. I'm thinking, let's get her off this trellis first, maybe. I don't know. I'm already like, this is more than I signed up for to do today. She's been taunting me, the poor thing. Like ever since I potted her into here and I gave her that trellis, I feel like I did it with you and I was saying like, this is super temporary. Like she's not in a good spot here. So she's been taunting me for a while. But I get like these kinds of tedious tasks, like untangling. I just don't, oh here, okay. I don't do well with that. I just get so like, I could be doing so many other things. She's got a clippy over here. Okay. She blooms for me pretty often and frequently, and I want to say that her blooms smell just like a regular lacunosa blooms, like a little cinnamony, and it's quite like the whole this whole office, the room, will be quite fragrant in the evenings and at night when she blooms, which is, I don't mind it. I think it's nice. Sometimes like I don't even see the bloom, but I smell it and then I go look and I'm like, oh, there they are. But she has so many peduncles. Are you just rooted on both sides? Yeah. Oh, really? I might cut that. Oh no. Oh yeah, I might cut you because. There you go. How do you feel about untangling plants? Do you find it soothing, or are you also like, oh my gosh? Here we go. Okay, yay, we did it. Okay, so for her, I brought this large Arca trellis, and I guess we will pot her in first and then do the trellis. This isn't, like I said, this is a really small and conservative upsize. And yeah, just mainly because she dries out really fast. I actually kind of want to set her down in there a little bit more. Found a corn in the pond. I mean, it's been boiled and everything. It's sitting out there for weeks. I don't think it's any good. I do try to check the pond when I reuse it too. Okay, let's give her some water. Let me clean up the table so that I can have a nice clean space to trellis her and get that mess under control. Look how long she is. She's such a pretty Hoya. I love her so much. I think I've mentioned that she makes me not really want to keep my Croniana Super Silver. I feel bad saying that because I really wanted, or I tried with the Croniana Super Silver. It was twice. Once I paid for like a tiny little plant. I think it was like 70 something dollars for a 4-inch, a couple leaf plant, and it promptly passed away. And then it came in a terrible mix. I feel like I knew it. As soon as I got it, I was like really, really worried that it was probably already ill. I tried to save it and it didn't work anyway. And then I paid for she was pretty full, like 4-inch, but like really like full, well over $100. And now I'm like, she's not as special as I thought. I feel a little bad, but that is how I feel. Well, like, again, this one's just so much more special, I think. Okay. I decided to add the trellis like in the middle, going opposite, like in a diamond of the pot. I hope I don't regret it, but that's the vision I had in my head. And let's get to trellising. I'll probably speed through, had some music because this could take a while. All right, listen, she's really thirsty. Halfway through, I thought to myself, why don't I do something nice for my future self and only start like raveling in one direction? I used to always do both directions. I don't know why. Tell me how you do it. I don't know if one way is better than the other or wrong, but it certainly makes sense to have them all go in one direction for future trellising and repotting, right? Why didn't I think of that before? I know that this is kind of like hanging out here, but once it grows a little bit more, I can attach it. And I think she's going to look really cute once she plumps up again and is all nicely hydrated. This feels like such a weight lifted off my shoulders to like have done this, because it just every time she's front and center over in the window behind me and thirsty just so frequently I couldn't keep up with her, and that trellis was a little bit of a hot mess. So I'm really happy with how she looks, and I think she's gonna look even better as she continues to grow, and of course once her leaves plump up. The last Hoya we're gonna work on today, I probably didn't plan this super well because we're ending on not as an exciting note, but this is my compacta variegated, just the original variegated one. I shared with you, I think, in my last plant tour, or maybe like the office redo, whatever. This was looking so well up until not that long ago when it dropped all of like the beautiful white leaves, like chunks of white leaves that it had. And then ever since, it just does not look good. I've checked for pests. There's nothing I can really see or find. So we're just going to chop it and try to propagate some of the cuttings and toss the rest and see if we can restart that. I'm also not gonna be super bummed if, or like in general, I'm not super bummed about it. It just, I don't know. I really loved it at one point. We're gonna use perlite. I really loved it, and I know that, or I think that, you know, loving your plants, it shouldn't be just when they're looking great. Like, you should want to put the effort to make them better, and I feel like that's what I'm doing now. But I guess I'm just also feeling, or for a while, ever since my first issues with my original compacta happened, I've just kind of like been keeping it at an arm's distance. Don't want to get my heart broken again. I already lost my shears. Found them. Yes, I guess I've just kind of felt like some sort of way about it. Like, I can love it, but I can't be so in love with it because it's gonna break my heart. Probably. Ugh, this vine does not look good. Let's just try this one. Get that out in a minute. Yeah, this vine just looks super sickly. So we're just gonna get rid of that, and then let's see, this one doesn't look as bad. Let's see what we can save here. Do you have a compacta? Have you experienced the situation where everything was seemingly well and then all of a sudden it wasn't? Maybe I should have added the water after I had the cuttings in here. It's okay. It's a cute little chunk. I'm using perlite mainly just for support, like to keep it kind of upright. I just broke one up. Probably the prettiest leaf I had in the whole thing. Okay. So yeah, these are just going to live here. I'm gonna send them over to my grow rack. Whoops, this is going in the compost, and hopefully these fruit up. All right, so this is gonna be it for today's video. There was a couple of other Hoya that I was thinking about getting to, but after checking them further, I think they're okay. I think in general, I just need a better setup for some of these Hoya. So stay tuned for that. My creative juices are flowing, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you have any questions, video requests, drop them down below, or let's just chat down below and let me know how you're feeling about Hoya or any other genus really for that matter. I'll make sure to link anything I used and can think of in the description, and thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I will see you soon. Bye.